Hello everybody, welcome to my channel.
Bill Paxton, a versatile talent gone too soon. Bill Paxton, May 17, 1955 to February 25, 2017, was an American actor and filmmaker whose career spanned 4 decades and left a lasting imprint on modern cinema. Known for his charisma, range, and ability to elevate every role he played, Paxton became one of Hollywood's most beloved and reliable performers. Whether portraying an action hero, a flawed everyman, or a comedic standout, he brought a distinctive charm and intensity that made him unforgettable. Early life and artistic beginnings. Born in Fort Worth, Texas, to Mary Lou and John Paxton, Bill grew up surrounded by creativity. His father was a museum executive and occasional actor who fostered Bill's love for the arts. After graduating from high school, Paxton moved to Los Angeles, where he initially worked behind the scenes in various departments, including set dressing. His early interest in filmmaking led him to study in England at the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art. Upon returning to the U.S., he pursued acting more seriously, eventually landing small roles that showcased his natural screen presence. Breakthrough roles, collaborations, and cult favorites. Paxton's career gained momentum in the early 1980s. His collaborations with acclaimed director James Cameron proved especially pivotal. Notable early roles: The Terminator, 1984. Paxton appeared in a brief but memorable role as a punk leader confronted by Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator. Weird Science, 1985, as Chet, the obnoxious older brother. Paxton delivered one of his earliest comedic performances that quickly became iconic. Aliens and action stardom. Paxton's portrayal of Private Hudson in Aliens, 1986, marked one of his most celebrated performances. His lines, especially "Game Over, Man," became fan favorites and cemented him as a standout supporting actor in action cinema. He continued to thrive in the genre, appearing in Near Dark, 1987, Predator 2 Inches, 1990, True Lies, 1994. Paxton's ability to balance humor, bravado, and vulnerability made him a versatile presence in both blockbusters and cult films. Leading roles and critical praise. Paxton found success not only as a supporting actor but also as a compelling leading man. Twister, 1996, one of his most popular roles. Paxton starred as storm chaser Bill Harding in the disaster epic Twister. The film became a massive global hit, further elevating his profile. Apollo 13 Inches, 1995, as astronaut Fred Haise. Paxton delivered a confident and grounded performance in the Oscar-winning space drama Titanic, 1997. In James Cameron's historical epic, Paxton played treasure hunter Brock Lovett, framing the film's story with emotional resonance. A Simple Plan, 1998. This intense thriller earned Paxton some of the best reviews of his career. His performance as Hank Mitchell, a man whose life unravels after finding a stash of money, showed his dramatic depth and earned him award nominations. Television success. Paxton's transition to television brought new acclaim. His most prominent small-screen role was Bill Henriksen in HBO's Big Love, 2006 to 2011. Where he portrayed a polygamist husband juggling 3 wives and complex family dynamics. His nuanced performance earned him 3 Golden Globe nominations. He also starred in Hatfields and McCoys, 2012, earning an Emmy nomination. Training Day, 2017, his final TV role. Directorial work. Paxton explored directing as well. His 2001 film, Frailty, a chilling psychological thriller, was highly praised for its atmosphere, creativity, and strong performances. He also directed the golf drama, The Greatest Game Ever Played, 2005, which showcased his versatility behind the camera. Death and legacy. Bill Paxton passed away on February 25, 2017, from complications following heart surgery. His death shocked fans and colleagues across the entertainment industry. Paxton's legacy endures through his wide-ranging filmography, his memorable and quotable characters, his reputation as one of Hollywood's most generous, down-to-earth talents, from action movies to dramas, comedies to thrillers. Paxton brought authenticity and passion to every performance. His absence remains deeply felt, but his work continues to inspire actors, filmmakers, and audiences around the world. A deepened look at Bill Paxton's artistic craft. Bill Paxton possessed a rare blend of intensity and approachability. He never seemed out of place in any genre: thrillers, sci-fi, comedy, period pieces, and he excelled at portraying characters who were deeply human, flawed, and relatable. His strength lay not in theatrics but in authenticity. Paxton made audiences feel the stakes. Whether he was portraying a terrified soldier, a dedicated astronaut, or a conflicted family man, industry colleagues often described him as a director's actor, someone who understood filmmaking from every angle and brought that knowledge to his performances. Having worked behind the camera early in his career, Paxton had an instinctive grasp of lighting, pacing, and camera movement, which made him a collaborative asset on set. Core collaborations. James Cameron and beyond. Few actors have been tied so closely to the rise of a major director as Paxton was to James Cameron. Their partnership reflected mutual trust and creative synergy. With James Cameron, Paxton appeared in some of Cameron's most influential films: The Terminator, 1984, a short role that hinted at Paxton's memorable screen presence; Aliens, 1986. His defining performance as Private Hudson transformed what could have been a standard military role into one of sci-fi's most beloved characters; True Lies, 1994. As the sleazy car salesman pretending to be a spy, Paxton created a comedic standout moment in the film. Titanic, 1997. Cameron chose Paxton to act as the emotional frame for the story, trusting him to bring warmth and sincerity. Cameron praised Paxton as one of the greatest living storytellers, noting his vivid imagination and natural talent for engaging those around him. With other visionary directors, Paxton also collaborated with Kathryn Bigelow, e.g. Near Dark, Ron Howard, Apollo 13, Sam Raimi, A Simple Plan. Each collaboration highlighted a different aspect of Paxton's versatility, from horror to historical drama to dark psychological thrillers. Paxton as a leading man. Everyman heroism. Although often remembered for supporting roles, Paxton's work as a leading man carried a particular resonance. He projected a grounded charisma that felt authentic rather than manufactured. Whether chasing tornadoes in Twister or navigating moral dilemmas in A Simple Plan, he embodied the complexities of ordinary people pushed into extraordinary circumstances. Twister and global stardom. While critics were divided on the film, Paxton's performance was praised for its steady, heartfelt core. His chemistry with co-star Helen Hunt added emotional weight to a visually spectacular blockbuster. Today, Twister remains one of the most rewatched disaster films of the 1990s, with Paxton's performance central to its enduring appeal. Television. The evolution of a mature performer. Big Love. HBO's Big Love gave Paxton one of his most demanding roles. As Bill Henriksen, he portrayed a modern polygamist struggling with faith, family, and personal identity. The role required emotional subtlety and moral ambiguity, allowing Paxton to explore a complex character arc across 5 seasons. Later TV work, Paxton's Emmy-nominated performance in Hatfields and McCoys demonstrated his continuing ability to tackle historical and dramatic roles with gravitas. His final television project, Training Day, 2017, aired shortly before his passing, reminding viewers of his unwavering commitment to craft. A director with a distinct vision, Paxton's abilities extended behind the camera. He approached directing with the eye of a storyteller deeply invested in character psychology. Frailty, 2001, this haunting thriller, in which Paxton also starred, is often cited as one of the most underrated films of the early 2000s. It showcased a mastery of tension, strong narrative structure, a chilling exploration of faith, morality, and delusion. Critics and fans alike credit Paxton with creating one of the decade's most atmospheric psychological horrors. The Greatest Game Ever Played, 2005, his second film, a historical sports drama, demonstrated his versatility as a director. Paxton brought sensitivity and elegance to the storytelling, earning praise for its craftsmanship. Personal life and personality. Behind the scenes, Paxton was known for his warmth, storytelling ability, and unwavering kindness. Friends described him as someone who lit up every room, remembered every person he worked with, and showed genuine interest in others' lives. He married Louise Newberry in 1987, and the couple had 2 children, James and Lydia. Paxton often spoke about how fatherhood shaped his perspective and grounded him emotionally. Sudden passing and aftermath. Bill Paxton's death in 2017, resulting from complications after heart surgery, shocked Hollywood and his global fanbase. His passing prompted an outpouring of tributes from actors, directors, and fans. Many noted his professionalism, his generosity, and the unique energy he brought to both film sets and personal interactions. In the years since, Paxton's family has become active in advocating for patient safety and improved medical transparency in the U.S. healthcare system. Cultural impact and enduring influence. Paxton's legacy extends far beyond individual roles. He is celebrated for his versatility. Few actors moved so effortlessly between genres. His quotable performances, from Aliens to True Lies, his humanity, he made even larger-than-life roles feel grounded. His influence on younger actors, many cite him as a mentor or inspiration. Bill Paxton remains one of Hollywood's most respected and beloved talents, a performer who never sought stardom for its own sake but dedicated himself wholeheartedly to the art of storytelling. A deeper exploration of Paxton's screen presence. Bill Paxton's performances were marked by an effortless naturalism. He understood how to play heightened characters, soldiers, explorers, con men, but root them in recognizable humanity. This quality made him particularly effective in ensemble casts. He never overshadowed his co-stars, yet he always left a lasting impression. His characters often embodied vulnerability beneath bravado, humor in tense circumstances, moral complexity that made them feel real, and emotional accessibility rare in action-oriented roles. Paxton possessed the rare gift of turning what could have been one-dimensional roles into emotionally resonant figures. A journey through career high points, early grind, and emerging voice. Paxton's first years in Hollywood were spent doing physical behind-the-scenes work and taking small acting roles. These early experiences taught him the fundamentals of filmmaking and instilled in him a deep respect for crew members, something colleagues often remarked on. He treated everyone on set with the same warmth and curiosity. The cult icon period from the mid-1980s to early 1990s, Paxton became a cult favorite among genre fans. In Near Dark, 1987, His portrayal of the anarchic vampire Severin was wildly charismatic and became one of the era's standout horror performances. In Predator 2 Inches, 1990, he delivered humor and energy that contrasted sharply with the film's dark tone. Chet from Weird Science, 1985, remains one of the most quoted characters from 1980s teen cinema. Ascending to mainstream recognition by the 1990s, Paxton transitioned into higher-profile studio projects. Tombstone, 1993, as Morgan Earp, Paxton gave the character warmth and sincerity, balancing the film's larger-than-life performances. Apollo 13 Inches, 1995, playing real-life astronaut Fred Haise, Paxton brought calm professionalism to a tense, historically grounded drama. Twister, 1996, he became an international leading man, anchoring a film known for its groundbreaking effects and high-stakes energy. An actor who excelled in morally complex roles, Paxton's greatest strength may have been his ability to convey moral dilemma. In A Simple Plan, he gave one of his most emotionally layered performances as a man whose sense of right and wrong steadily erodes under pressure. The film is now considered one of Paxton's defining achievements. His portrayal of Hank Mitchell is tragic, subtle, and deeply empathetic. Critics often cite this role as proof that Paxton could have thrived even more in dramatic, awards-focused cinema had he been given more such opportunities. Stories from colleagues. A beloved presence, actors, directors, and crew members frequently spoke about Paxton's generosity and humor. Many described him as a natural storyteller. Paxton could entertain an entire room with a single anecdote. A collaborator, he often offered thoughtful suggestions that improved scenes. Unpretentious, despite decades of success, he remained approachable and humble. Energetic, his enthusiasm for the craft was infectious. James Cameron once said that Paxton brought 10 times the imagination to any scene, while Ron Howard praised his humanity, curiosity, and joy. Impact on genre cinema. Paxton became an unofficial icon of 1980s to 1990s genre films, sci-fi, action, and horror. His characters left cultural footprints far beyond their screen time. Some reasons: his roles in Aliens, Near Dark, and Predator 2 formed a bridge between classic sci-fi, horror, and modern genre storytelling. His humor became an essential part of these films' identities. He was beloved at fan conventions for his kindness and enthusiasm, especially toward Aliens fans. His Aliens character, Hudson, remains one of the most quoted roles in genre history. Later career: a shift toward mature drama. As Paxton aged, he transitioned gracefully into mature roles that explored adulthood and inner conflict. Big Love and television renaissance. In Big Love, Paxton balanced charm and frustration, showed vulnerability beneath a confident exterior, humanized a lifestyle often sensationalized in media. This performance showcased his evolution as a dramatic actor, capable of sustaining complex character arcs across multiple seasons. Hatfields and McCoys. His turn as Randall McCoy, a man hardened by grief, faith, and conflict, revealed a darker, more brooding side of Paxton, earning him widespread acclaim. His vision as a director. A storyteller rooted in emotion, Paxton approached directing with meticulous empathy. Rather than focusing solely on visuals, he prioritized character development and emotional tension. Frailty. A cult masterpiece, Frailty is now regarded as one of the hidden gems of early 2000s horror. Paxton directed it with deep psychological insight, moody atmospheric tension, a restrained, haunting approach to violence. Many modern horror directors cite Frailty as a key influence. The Greatest Game Ever Played. This golf biopic became an audience favorite for its heart and craftsmanship, demonstrating Paxton's ability to tackle very different genres with confidence. Advocacy. legacy, and posthumous recognition. After Paxton's sudden passing, his family became vocal advocates for better patient care and transparency in medical procedures. This activism has helped raise awareness about surgical risks and improve accountability in the healthcare system. Meanwhile, Paxton's reputation has only grown with time. Film enthusiasts celebrate him as one of cinema's most dependable performers. Genre fans view him as an icon. Directors remember him as an ideal collaborator. His films remain widely rewatched and appreciated across generations. Why Bill Paxton's work still resonates? Paxton's legacy endures because he embodied an authentic, relatable form of heroism. He didn't play invincible characters, he played human ones, men who were scared, brave, conflicted, overwhelmed, hopeful, or flawed. His characters felt like real people placed in extraordinary circumstances. He left behind a body of work that continues to inspire actors who admire his range and honesty, filmmakers who praise his creativity, fans who cherish the heart and humor he brought to every role. Bill Paxton may be gone, but the emotional power of his performances ensures that his presence will continue to live on in film history. Bill Paxton, the artist who mastered the spectrum of emotion. Bill Paxton's gift as an actor was rooted in his profound empathy for the human condition. Many performers specialize, comedy, drama, action, but Paxton uniquely excelled in all of them. He could be fearfully hilarious, Aliens, heartbreakingly earnest, A Simple Plan, or steadfastly heroic, Apollo 13. This emotional flexibility made him one of the most quietly influential actors of his generation. He was, in many ways, Hollywood's everyman star, believable, relatable, and deeply human. Early life. Creativity. Born in Fort Worth, Texas, Paxton grew up in a supportive family where imagination was encouraged. A famous childhood photo from November 22, 1963, showing 8-year-old Paxton hoisted above a crowd to see President John F. Kennedy that morning, would later become an iconic reminder of his proximity to a historic moment. His early passion for storytelling led him to experiment with Super 8 films as a teenager. These early projects foreshadowed a lifelong love of cinema. When he moved to Los Angeles after high school, he wasn't immediately an actor, he was a production crew member, absorbing lessons from carpenters, lighting designers, and art directors. This foundation gave him a technical understanding that few actors possessed. Climbing through Hollywood, persistence and character. Paxton's ascent was gradual. He took bit parts, worked behind the scenes, studied the craft, and refused to give up. His willingness to start at the bottom earned him respect. He befriended James Cameron while the future director worked as a model builder. Their mutual passion for filmmaking forged a bond that would later define key moments in both of their careers. Paxton also appeared in early music videos, most famously as the leather-clad villain in Pat Benatar's Shadows of the Night, a fun reminder of his eclectic early credits. Scene-stealing roles that became legendary. Even in films where Paxton had limited screen time, he made a lasting impact. Private Hudson, a role immortalized in Aliens. Paxton delivered one of the greatest genre performances ever. Hudson starts as a boastful Marine, but as the situation worsens, he unravels in a way that felt strikingly authentic, and at times darkly comedic. His meltdown, "Game over, man. Game over," is now one of cinema's most iconic lines. What made Hudson memorable was not just the panic but the humanity. Paxton played him as a real person confronting unimaginable terror. Severin in Near Dark, as the wild, charismatic vampire, Paxton combined danger with charm. His bloody barroom scene remains one of the genre's unforgettable moments. Simon from True Lies, Paxton played a cowardly conman pretending to be a spy. delivering one of the film's most uproarious performances. His comedic timing was impeccable, proving he could steal scenes in any genre. Leading man. The heartbeat of 1990s cinema, Paxton brought sincerity to roles that could have easily become clichés. Twister, his performance grounded a special effects-driven blockbuster. Paxton approached the role not as a hero chasing storms, but as a man reckoning with old relationships, unfinished business, and emotional wounds. Titanic, in a film filled with spectacle and romance, Paxton served as the modern anchor. His interactions with Gloria Stewart's elderly Rose lent authenticity and emotional framing. Apollo 13 inches, his portrayal of astronaut Fred Haise captured the professionalism and calm resolve of real astronauts facing deadly crisis. Television renaissance. Mature and complex roles. Although Paxton's movie career was diverse, his television work revealed new depths. Bill Henriksen in Big Love, Paxton portrayed a modern Mormon fundamentalist with 3 wives, not as a caricature, but as a conflicted man wrestling with faith, responsibility, desire, and guilt. He brought compassion and complexity to a role that could have been sensationalized. Hatfield's and McCoy's, his grit and emotional gravity helped the miniseries become a critical and ratings success, and earned him an Emmy nomination. Training Day, Paxton's turn as morally ambiguous detective.
Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.